everybody. Hello. Welcome. Latisse here. Hope you all are having an amazing, phenomenal, wonderful day whenever you so happen to watch this. Or so whoever you're watching this with is also what I'm hearing. So I love that as well. Um, but to get in the introduction, I am Latisse. I do offer personal readings. You can check the link in the description below or in my bio. Also do donation and readings on here every Sunday live. I don't really have a set time, so subscribe, notify, and it's better to go from there. And then other than that, I am also on Twitch where I'm just reacting to videos, talking, all that good jazz, answering questions. So check me out on there. And with all that being safe, said, and sound, like, comment, share, and subscribe. We can get into the love reading. Now, I typically, I'm not, when I feel called, I'll do it, and sometimes this deck just calls me, period, but it was a love reading. It just, I can feel it in the air, is what I'm hearing. But we do have three separate piles for couples, those that are single, and those that are in something complicated, because I want to be realistic. If we're going to be real, sometimes people do find themselves in situationships or in, should I get into this relationship? Should I leave? It's that kind of question, that kind of confusion. Am I in it? Am I out of it? Do I want to stay? It's that energy. So, again, all the in between, because life is life. So, yeah, couples is the first pile, the first reading. Singles is the second pile for the second reading. And then those that are kind of a little conflicted on in or out or what's happening, what's in, is the third, okay? With that being said and done, we're going to go ahead and get started on pile number one. What time frame do we have for you? Pile number one, 208. Alrighty. Pile number one are for those in a relationship. Okay? This is for you, my darlings. Now, as always, I don't like to look at the cards, but you got the most cards, which it makes sense because it's not just you in a relationship, so it's not just your energy, it's your partner's energy as well, and your partners. I'm not here to limit people on how they are able to express and receive love, okay? So you did get the most cards, of course, and majority of your cards are flipped over. There is one card that isn't, and it's hilarious because it is the Libra card, and Libra is all about romance, relationships. That could be a sign as well, because I wanted to say romance and romantic, but Libras are all about that balance of not just self, but myself while I'm with someone else, while I'm in the energy, the company, the life, the whatever it is. I need that balance, not only just for me, but for those that I'm going to be surrounding, living, and loving. So, in that respect, and making sure that it's weighed out, not just emotionally, how I feel about the relationship and how it makes you feel, but where's it going? The logical sense. How am I feeling? How have things been? It's adding in that always to the essence of lo- logic in a sense, because love is truth. If you love somebody, you tell them the truth, and sometimes truth doesn't have love, but you can't have one without the other. Ashe, anywho. But let's go ahead and flip over your cards here together. So the first card, a lot of air energy coming in here. So we got air energy, which would be Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. All about that communication, wanting to get a different perspective, a different understanding, being open-minded, being receptive. But it can also be indecisive energy, questioning and not really listening to the outcome or the answer energy, leaving things just to be essentially, no pun intended, up in the air. So we like to look at both sides because the Libra is in reverse. Okay, I don't know if the other card is in reverse or upright either. But with the air energy being upright and the Libra being in reverse, is letting me know that there may be some imbalance, possibly with communication, with understanding, possibly even with how you're perceived in a relationship or how you want the relationship to feel, and or be perceived by others, and not in a way of like making it look good even though it isn't good, but in a sense of letting people know like this is our relationship. Essentially, it's going to look in a way that is harmonious for us, that is growth for us, that is peace for us, that is understanding for us. So it also feels like that balance in that as well. So you could have family that can get really involved. That could be a situation as well, or it could also be in terms of communication, not really understanding each other as well, or conflicting communication, or um, not bringing up communication. It can be those of that sort. We don't know the last card, so let's flip that over as well. We got some fire energy, Sagittarius energy coming in here, which is all about optimism essentially, but not just essentially, but Sagittarius is our learners. They are the sister sign to Gemini. So it can also be a little bit Gemini in your chart or not, because again, it's leading into that air energy. And fire and air work really well together. They work great to feed each other, to expand, to grow, to allow that. So this is letting me know that this imbalance that is currently in between is just a matter of wanting to discover and know one each other, know one each other, know one another, in a sense that I feel like it's going to really have to put you both outside of your comfort zone, and not in a sense of doing something that makes you feel like you're in danger, or you're afraid, or you can't be yourself, but in a way that's like, okay, this is hitting a trigger moment or a pressure point, or something I don't really like to deal with in relationships. I usually leave, or I just ignore it. It's pulling it to the forefront. And now we're both sitting at the table of this conversation where both of our vulnerabilities being on the forefront. Are they going to eat? Are they going to indulge in what I'm saying and what's going on? Am I going to be able to be open enough, and essentially out of my body to receive them enough as well? So, again, it's going to be something that's possibly uncomfortable that you both have to put out on the table and truly look at and say, okay, this is what we have been just ignoring and haven't been acknowledging, or something that we need to put on the forefront. Because with the Sagittarius and the air being upright, it's saying that your relationship has enough life, it has enough energy. You just have to balance out what you're giving your energy to, and how that is a sense encapsulating you both into this relationship and keeping you there if you continuously want that as well. Let's get some further cards for you, and then we'll close it out for you, my couple doubles. Oh, that came out quick. We got past love coming in here. That is right under the air and Libra energy. And we got fire coming in again under the Libra and Sagittarius energy. One more card, please. Or two. We got commitment in the reverse. Spirit, this is why I don't do love reading. This is why I don't do love reading. They just saying, say how you want to say. Someone, it's like a past energy. I don't want to say that they're necessarily um talking to their ex or a past lover, but it's a past energy that they still are holding on to. So, and that also has fire next to it. That also has a life. Breathe into it essentially. And that fire energy, it could actually be a fire sign, which is Leo, Sag, and Aries. Thank you. Aries said, better speak up, Juju. Please. Go, 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 go. Thank you, mamas. Thank you, honey bunches. I hear the music. It is recognizing that. Juna, please go, honey. Let them enjoy. She's looking at me like, that's also being breathed into. So that can also be where it's almost like they're trying to tip the scales as well. Juna, go. Um, yeah. So it's almost like um, the fire is expanded, but it's Don't allow it. I think that's also where the uncomfortability is going to come from as well for you guys, because I feel like for some people in some relationships, because it's a bit collective, there's a past energy. It could be somebody actually talking to them. It can be them just bringing in past incidents or how they used to act or how they would react in a situation or what they did or how that happened. And I feel like that's not allowing you guys to fully be truly present. Um, because that can cause either you trying to prove yourself or them trying to prove themselves, whichever position you feel like you're in. Because we got the commitment in the reverse. Um, for you guys. So again, it feels like if this is truly what you want, and that's truly what you're both going after, you both can agree. You both are, again, Libra is harmonious. They will do everything to make sure it's harmonious. And so with the air and the Sag, this again straight, direct, focused energy of exploration, of discovery is coming in here with this air to expand it. Again, something has to be brought to the table. It can be that maybe they have commitment issues, trust issues. Maybe they're worried, about, I'm hearing the things that you're showing them about themselves. And so they feel like it'll be a lot more comfortable possibly to go back to past energy because it's known energy and it doesn't actually expand in a way that lights that fire under them. So again, it's a conversation that it's going to be possibly uncomfortable for you both to have because it's really, and it's not like pointing out the other person, but it's again bringing the truth and the reality into the situation because love cannot, you cannot say truth to somebody that you cannot lie to somebody that you love because that's not love. Love and truth are synonymous. In that, so that's what we're going with. So if you truly love someone, allow the truth to be spoken and allow yourself to speak the truth. Because if you're recognizing that and feeling that, or about yourself and what you're doing to them or what they're doing to you, that needs to be addressed. Because commitment, that's truly what you want, since it is on the table essentially, and that keeps coming up as well. Um, what's on the table, what's happening to the table, and recognizing that. So, if you guys really want that balance of commitment, communication. But if you're going to communicate, I was like I say, if you're asking a question, recognize that sometimes you won't get the answer that you want because there's more than one way for a question to be answered. Okay? So if you're having a conversation, recognize that you are having a conversation. You're not in it alone. And even if there's a part of the conversation where you feel possibly attacked or where you're about to have your defenses go up or you're about to shut down or you feel like, okay, no, I'm being misunderstood, take that in and recognize that, like, okay, let them finish. And if I still feel misunderstood, recognize that that is a feeling. I'm feeling misunderstood. They didn't misunderstand me. They're not trying to misunderstand me. We're having a conversation. I understand it because it's in my mind and it's my emotion. I have to relay that to someone else and hope that they understand it. And if they don't, then I can clarify. But if I'm feeling misunderstood, doesn't mean that they did that. So make sure that you're recognizing feelings against facts of things actually happening, things that you can no, this is what you said, and so I took what you said and I did this, or I reacted in this way, but it's not a feeling. Right? It's like, oh, you're annoying. Are they annoying, or are you just annoyed by what they're doing? Okay, so recognize that as well when you're having that, because sometimes, especially with all this fire being in your relationship, fire and air, just consistently fire and air, recognize that they feed each other a lot. So recognize when you're feeding yourself in a way that's getting you guys riled up instead of understanding and patience and grace, and ask those questions and wait for those answers and truly digest it to receive, not to respond. Okay? So that's been your reading. Collective one, those in a relationship. I love you guys. Love yourselves more. Till next time, okay? Alrighty, we are at collective 1444. How are you, collective 2, my singles? Starting out at 1444, that is always a good sign. We love fours, angel numbers, protection. Um, I did not see the card. Luckily, all the cards came out found for the most part. So I did not see the card for you guys. But with the 444 coming out, that is not only just, moon energy, follow your intuition, Cancerian energy, pulling that, and nurturing energy, emoji energy, olokuni, like all this energy, this water, this depth, emotional energy. It's that strength energy, it's that creator energy, it's that stability energy. It's that knowing and action and proceeding energy. It's that, oh, I'm okay with facing the fear and moving through the fear energy. And with that 444, it's the protection through all of that. So I feel like this is a sense of outside discovery, since you are still also learning how to discover yourself. And you're like, yeah, you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready to understand me and where that will take me in life. Okay? So let's get into this for you. What did I say? We got enjoy quality time. I love that. And that again, like I said, it's like the sense of all these things. Yes, I'm emotional, but I'm going to still express myself, still be myself, still be creative, you know, and enjoy the life that I'm creating. It's about the stability of that, the growth of that, the change of that, like I said, going into that unknown. And so, with you guys getting this enjoy quality time as a recognition of, okay, I don't need to put my anger down immediately at the first dock just because I'm enjoying myself. Like I don't need to do that. I enjoy myself by myself. Of course they're going to enjoy their time with me, and of course I'm going to enjoy my time with them because I'm open to receiving it. But that doesn't mean I need to hook, line, and sinker, etch it in stone, and so it's really just enjoying all qualities of time, experiencing it, learning from it, growing with it, laughing with it. It's really just enjoying it, being present in the moment, being right here, right now, because you recognize, like, in the long run, I'm gonna look back at this. So right now, I want to enjoy it like it already is in the long run. you know, you're like, damn, I'm enjoying this moment. Now I can't wait to look back at this. It's like you're doing that. It's like you're really focused on that understanding and that drive for that as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into some more cards for you. See what Spirit has. Definitely living in the moment, being in a moment. It feels like you're saying it's gonna sound funny. It feels like you're saying yes a lot more because you've been saying no for so long. And you could have been single for a long time, or you could have just been appearing like celibate or abstinent for a long time. Like, just say no. No. Just to yourself for a long time. And it could have still been going out with family or friends or possibly trying, but it's just like you've been saying no for so long in the romantic aspect, in the romantic field. It's like, I'm okay with saying yes too. I'm okay because there's quality in life. There's quality in how things work out. If I'm this type of person, and I know there's a billion people, I know there's got to be at least one other person that also agrees with me, has some sort of moral level standing with me, whatever it is. So it's enjoying that while you essentially allow like two seekers to find each other, it feels like. See what card you got. You guys are getting a lot of, this is hilarious. Like one cards. Like, so this is letting me know that you're also taking your time. You're not trying to rush it. You're really truly developing this. Like, I'm really going to take my time. Like, if you feel like it's taking too long, that's going to be just quick enough for me. Goodbye. But you're still enjoying it. You're not trying to settle into something. You're allowing yourself to experience it to see if you even want to settle. And not like settle, but, get cozy. We have reunited, and they're also on a beach. So for some of you, this can be reconnecting with old loves, and not in, because I don't send that energy out there. Not like some toxic confusion, conflicting type, but reunited in a person where it's like, maybe not right now, but now you guys are like, yeah, I think right now it's good. I think I have the capacity emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially to open myself up to have a romantic relationship with you. So it could be that energy as well, because I'm feeling that very strongly, just like reunited, and I feel like that's also why it's pushing very strongly for the enjoy quality time. Just enjoy the quality time that you guys are spending. So it could be somebody, it could be a past ex and things, because things aren't always in badly just because somebody's not currently there. But yeah, taking that in and recognizing that. Let's see what else we got for our singles. Before I close it out, Spirit. It's almost, which makes sense because there's a lot of singles out there. It's almost kind of like a two-sided story of the same coin, though. Energy that I'm feeling. Okay. And then any, oh shit, come on now. Any final messages for the single spirit that they need to know, understand in regards to this reading? Oh my goodness, Ruhi. Mm-hmm. Okay. So this is how I'm going to say it. For those that are feeling more pulled toward a reunited energy, whether it's an ex, whether it's somebody that you're deciding to take a chance on that you put on hold, whether it's, I can't think of any other situation. I'm not gonna lie. But if there's more, you get the hell I'm saying. This reunited energy feels like it's really um recognize if this is soil or is this dirt. Am I building a house over a quicksand? Like, they really want you to take into aspects everything. Because sometimes I like to tell people, are you seeing the relationship? Are you seeing yourself and your actions within that relationship? And so now who you are is the entire fold and essence of what the relationship is. And so it's a recognizing that you, like I said, it feels like you could have been alone for a long time or not. Doesn't really matter, but that a long time that you have spent to reintroduce yourself to yourself and get accustomed and push yourself and grow all these things, recognize that other people see that too. Other people recognize that too. And not saying it's a bad thing, it's just they really want you to focus because we got fantasy versus reality in the reverse. So they really want you to look at things from all standpoints, you know, recognize those things and not pulling the past necessarily in if it's reunited with X or if, and not pulling in a fantasy if it's also someone new. Either way it works. Don't confuse what's truly happening because we have blooming and fresh start, which is upright. So make sure that when you do reunite, that it is something that is truly fresh from the beginning, with the experiences, the lessons, who you are now, and understanding that, and blooming into something else, something new that can actually hold and work with you both. And this is an energy that's for both, because again, it feels like two separate sides. But this is an energy for the both. But you, the final card is teamwork. And they're also on the beat. So again, it's this recognition of who am I pressing start with? Who am I going to be in a relationship? Who's going to be in my life, in my experiences, in my conversations, in my thoughts, in my prayers, in my energy? And who am I going to be feeding? Who am I going to be giving to? Who am I going to be, because that's also who's going to be giving that back to me. And am I willing to receive that? Am I wanting to receive that? Am I open to receive that? Am I receiving it in a way that's healing to me, peaceful to me, open to me, pushing me outside of my comfort zone without being harmful or demanding or demeaning or shameful? So how is it blooming? How is this fresh start being watered? It has to be teamwork. Okay. Now, on the separate hand, kind of with this joy quality time energy, we have another card in reverse for you. So again, it can be this sense of, again, you really have to just be present in the moment because you have let go of control in reverse. Okay. And with the letting go and control and this being this water, it's almost like when you can experience, like, this is the vision of me, when you can experience quality time and floating on the beach in the water and all those things, you decide to just run it back to the bathtub. And not like that, but it's like you have to be open to be able to experience and enjoy more than just with yourself. And me, I'm an introvert. I'm the actual introvert, okay? Not to play cake. But I still know how to say yes to things and enjoy my quality time or create things to enjoy my quality time, to experience life outside of my home, in my realm. Going and setting up clubs, going and interacting with those in the street, going to the park, allowing that, you know. So if you're going to be doing that and you want to do that with someone else, you have to release the control of how other people are and how they react and be. And that allows you again to enjoy the quality time and to recognize when you're not enjoying your time, when it's not so great, and now you can move yourself out of the situation. Okay? You can now place yourself in an energy where you truly can be open and expressive and allow them to do the same. Where I feel like you have to control, do, think up, plan, set up, move, operate, everything. But you do have to let go of that control to allow other people to help you with setting up, moving, going, shifting, all those things. Right? So, your upright card is there is just very equal in how it happened, too. We have be spontaneous and release the past. Okay? So be open to just more things that you can't plan as easily. And I'm somebody that also deals with control. And that has got me absolutely nowhere in a lot of instances when I was trying to be too controlling and not just allowing things to happen that I knew I couldn't do too much to even tip the scale of, you know? So with that being spontaneous, it's leading more to the letting go of control of just being in the moment. You can still ask clarifying questions to calm yourself, to reassure yourself, and make sure that you feel safe and comfortable with going, but just being more open to saying yes. And like I said, it's that energy of wanting and needing to say yes more because you've been saying no for so long. So it's like, yes. And even if you still need a moment to talk and pep yourself up, take a moment, like, yeah, let me think about it. Let me get prepared. So that way you can at least, like, you know what, I gotta wrap myself up. Let me And sometimes that happens, and it helps you to release the past, to process things, and to not operate out of that sense in that way. I actually did yesterday where I got asked to do something. I was like, I don't want to say no, but I need to think. Let me let me prepare, because I don't want to just say no, because I know it's just like, right now, I'm not feeling it, but it's some time, so let me, and they were like, yeah, that's perfect. And it was just like, I'm more open to, like, so letting go of that control and enjoying that quality time allows you to be more present in the moment, allows you to release past experiences so that way you can create and think about new experiences, new memories, right? Seeing something recently where it says sometimes healing is not just always looking back, sometimes it's creating something new to look forward to or think about. And so allowing yourself to experience that in a way is powerful because, again, your last card as well is teamwork. It's going to take you going and putting yourself out there and experiencing yourself with other people to also expand who you are and recognize that. Okay? So that has been your reading, my little single dingles. Okay. Love you guys. Love yourselves more. Till next time. Okay, let's see. We have our in-betweeners, which started 29-24. Hello, my in-betweeners, my conflicted ones. How are you guys? How are you guys doing? Now, I didn't see your card. Luckily, I didn't see anybody's card this time around, which is really great. But I didn't see your card, and With your energy, I always just feel sometimes some resistance. And I even said always, like I always get, I don't even always do these readings, but that's crazy, but it just feels that way. A little resistant, just a tinge. Not sure what in resistance to. It could be questions, it could be answers, it could be what's happening, it could be shifting, it could be moving, it could be accepting things. But yeah, it even got me pulling cards before I flipped over your main card. But I will say it's looking good so far before I even flipped it over. And this is not to feed into anybody's delusions. Okay. So let's go ahead and flip over the main card before I give you the other ones as well. Okay. So again, this is those that are in those situationships where it's kind of between, that's kind of only mess with each other now, or you guys break up, make up a lot type things. You know, you just trying to figure your life out while trying to figure each other out and whatnot. It seems like it's a perfect fit and perfect alignment, but things don't seem to be aligned. Okay, the card that you guys have, what the hell is that? I didn't even look at it. Is soulmate in the reverse. Now, like I said, it feels resistant because soulmate, that word is tossed around so willy nilly. Ice cream, it's you know, it's crazy. So you kind of feel this resistance to something. It's like, oh, it's almost like a cringe feeling. I'm feeling like, soulmate, like we're pushing the limits, we're pushing the bounds here. Um, and that can be not. It doesn't feel for all. It just feels for some, and that can be also the reason why you're in the position that you're in, where you're like, you know. But in order to have a soulmate, you have to recognize that you have a soul, you have an energy, you have an essence, a presence about you, something that is captivating, something that is alluring, something that is worthy of love, respect, adoration, openness, grace, having hard conversations, seeing yourself through someone else's eyes, even when it's not the best, so that way you can resolve a situation and work through that. You know, so it's a lot of things encapsulating that as well. It's the fun, it's the excitement, it's the joy, it's the experience, and that it's being able to see them experience that and being a part of it. It's a lot of things because you have to recognize that you are also capable to have all those things. So with the soulmate me in the reverse is like, I don't know. Thank you, Spirit. It's almost like you guys are trying to recognize each other's souls each and every time you meet. Almost, it's crazy. It's almost like this unsuredness. Like I said, this resistance. I don't know why Spirit is crazy. It's like Spirit is saying this is for one particular person. This is you have to be okay with being loved in a way that allows you to express love in new ways that allow you to continuously receive in a way that you enjoy. Because some people will do the same thing in each and every relationship because they feel like that is the definition of love. But love truly has no definition except for, I feel like, expansive in a way. Like it's so broad. Um, but you have to be ready to change, and not in a way that confines you or feel like you're always compromising your shrinking self, but in a way where it's like, oh, I don't need to do that to get this, or I don't need to say that to get this response or have action change. I don't need to. It's recognizing that now you can love in a way where somebody else is also able to see your soul in the physical presence, in the physical energy. Because for some of you, you're hesitant, and for some of you, you're all in. And the reason why I'm saying that, it feels like two split energies, but then they come together at this crexus. So I'm definitely going to get some clarifying energy. So the first energy that's kind of hesitant, we have it is safe to fall. Is this energy of like, I don't know, it's that resistance energy of like they like to get on the beach, but she pulling back like, hold on now. Hold on now. All right, hold on now. So it's really like, is this safe to fall? Like, can I do that? Like, am I allowed to experience that? Is this going to be continuous, or is this just something that they do every now and again, and then they switch up, or is it safe for me to be myself, and they won't leave once I'm myself, or it's all these questions possibly that you're asking or feeling. Yeah, for you, we got release the past. Could be some things that you're bringing in from old relationships. It can be from trauma or issues, or the relationship that you have with your parents and siblings and family that you're bringing into the relationship, and how you work and act and move with others, and releasing that past. It can be possibly, I'm hearing like you always got let down by everybody. It didn't matter if it was a coworker, the doorman that works at your apartment is just always it was like shit. So, but it's releasing that past to recognize that there is more in the future. Because even if you're thinking about the past a lot, you're still also not even living in the present. You only gotta think about your future. It's just gonna keep you right there. So allowing that to be released and working through that, and the best way to work through romantic relationship hurt and things of that sort is to be in a relationship. It's typically the best, because you're going to experience possibly those same issues in a relationship, but you can't experience those issues of a relationship outside of a relationship romantically. If you get the hell I'm saying, you get the hell I'm saying. But we got me spontaneous. That's actually on that side. It's like they're going back and forth. So definitely for some of you, this is the both of you in a relationship. But for some of you, this is in a relationship completely. You need to be safe to fall. And then the other side, which you haven't even gotten to, is over here. But it's like going back and forth. But Spirit, can we focus on one final information for it? Is the safe to fall side. In regards to those questions between conflicted. We got Pluto, which is typically like a cold, distant planet. It also has, I believe, Aquarius is its sign that it is, and Aquarius is about being open, humanitarian energy, expressive energy, communicative, very innovative, very creative with how they see things, approach things, and work with things as well. So if it feels like maybe you've been a little bit distant with the energy, it's time to approach it in a way where Spirit says, I'm hearing it confuses bitches, because Pluto is always going from a planet to not a planet. So it's like it's getting to a point where it's like, get to the point where you confuse people, but that way they can ask questions and get to know you and truly dive into you. So release that past. Don't be as cold and as rigid. Be open, creative in how you do it, because Pluto is able to create energy and cold and all these things, and they're far away. Just because you're further away doesn't mean you can't get what you need. Okay? Come together. And the final card that you have for your energy that they all got, both got, is very soon. So I feel like there's a conversation. Let's see if there's any final cards for you. Yeah, we got missing you. So you guys could have been separated for some time. And you're coming back together, getting to know each other. Yeah, we got you already. You already. So yeah, it definitely could have been some time away for the both of you, and you guys are coming back together. And that's gonna happen very soon. So you and that Pluto being in the distance is hilarious. So you guys could have literally, like I said, been distant. Then we got water energy, which is Scorpio. Fuck. Scorpio. Oh my God, Cancer. I forgot. And Pisces. Okay. So you can have it in your chart. They can have it in your chart, but it's giving very water this situation because it has been dry. Okay, I don't think there's any other cards here for you. And water holds memory. So, which I was talking about with my sister recently. Water holds memory. So, allowing yourself to cry and purge and release, even laugh, sweat, dance, just release those emotions. It's also about creativity. So, it's Pluto energy, that Aquarian energy, being open and innovative to expressing and doing things in a way that you aren't used to allow yourself to heal as well. The final card that you have is trust. Okay? That is your final card, and that is all happening very soon because I feel like you miss them, they miss you too. So when you come together, recognize that. Okay? Now on this side, we got true love was your main energy, and that came out. Like I said, some of you are all in, or some of you are bouncing in between because you're both part and part. So you say, you get it. So true love, this is something that is going to work out. You guys are very unconventional people. Very and not in a way that it's like society's like it's kind of like, and I think that's kind of where the hesitancy, the resistance comes for you, because it's like you guys are very, very like unconventional in a way where you it's like the relationship that outlasts all the friends. I don't even know how to describe it and how you guys act and move and ship with each other. But you also got the card that was very eager to come out for your side, was be spontaneous. You guys have this energy of just whimsical, is what I'm hearing from spirit to help me process. Very whimsical, very like you're living in a quest book almost, and you guys like complete quest and missions together. I don't know. This is the type of energy you're giving. Sorry, it's coming out this way. Actually, I'm kind of not, but that's the energy that it feels like, which is why it's the true love, because it's like it's this energy that's on your own. Now I'm seeing the On the Spectrum show, where she was singing a song that she made for him. They was getting to know each other. He got her line because it's like, how? Because if you sing to me, boy, I am going to hide. I'm going to run, but it's perfect for them. But typically, you don't see that expressive energy all the time. So, and that just pops me. So again, it's this energy of recognizing that the more that you go with, like I said, it feels like you're on this quest, this Legend of Zelda type romantic energy is leading in that sense. This is how I'm getting the spirit is. So you guys are very spontaneous, you're very open, you're very expressive. It's like those things where, just to give an easy example, where you meet like a very uptight, old fashioned, whatever that means, person, and they're like, oh, so you stay home and you're the husband? Oh, and your wife's the bread. It's like that energy, like, yeah. And it's not even, but to them, it's like the most crazy, okay, all right. It's almost like that. But it could be a lots of different things and how you guys operate and think in a way that is very healthy and harmonious. But that's why the soulmates and reverse is like this hesitancy to truly step into your own together. We have Saturn energy coming in here, which I believe is Spirit help me, Pisces and Aries, I believe, or Pisces and Capricorn. I could be absolutely wrong. Let me double check. I'll be trying. I'm so sorry. Let me double check though. So I'd rather be, double check on here. Saturn. Completely wrong. I said Pisces and Aries. It is ruled by Capricorn and Aquarius. I should think about just struggle, and as soon as I think of struggle, I don't know why I don't think of Capricorn. The Capricorns are always so blind on Capricorn, so hard. I don't know. Could be I don't know. Anyways, Capricorn and Aries. Relax. But the affirmation for this, it says you reap what you sow. Hard work and discipline are required. Ooh, I like that. Especially with you guys again having this type of relationship where it just works for you. And again, you could have those signs in your chart, or you could have the Pisces or the Aries in your chart as well, because that energy is still coming up. But I really thought that they were ruled by that. That's coming up heavy and strong, Pisces and Aries. That the beginning and the end. So something, I feel like you guys could have ended as soon as that's the card that flew out. Be the change. You guys could have ended something. Because Pisces and Aries is the beginning and end, but Capricorn is also the resonance of an end, and Aquarius is the resonance of a beginning. So it's something that has ended, and it could be the idea of you guys' relationship, or you guys again stepping into this weird, whimsy, out there, unconventional, set up for yourself type relationship where it'll be spontaneous and free. So with that coming out with the be the change for you guys, it's this recognition like, yeah, this is set up for you. And Saturn is about discipline, being structured, not in a way like that, but like setting it out, having a drive. Is this truly what you want? Is this truly what you desire? So letting that in. Yeah, we got to express your needs and hit an agenda. Something definitely changed because that is right under the be the change. Something definitely shifted. Something definitely ended and started. You guys started being more open, more to communication. You guys started being more open to doing those things that you do. I'm not going to even, you know what the hell I'm saying, when you do them, when you're intimate. It's just all these things. It's allowing you to be a lot more open. And even when you feel a certain type of way, expressing your emotions of that situation and letting it be known. So that way you don't feel like they have a hidden agenda, which causes you to kind of feel like you have a hidden agenda to figure out what their hidden agenda is. And now everybody's sneaking around just to figure out what somebody is trying to sneak around, but nobody's sneaking around. So really taking everything head on and being open. And that is also going to happen for you. Like I said, ending card very soon. Okay? So that has been your reading. I love you, but love yourselves more. Until next time.